Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update for my old new Gifted Blue project. And just again, I know I said this last time, but I just want to mention it one more time. My friend on YouTube, and in real life, I would say, she is also doing this project. So go check her out. Last month was her first like introduction to this project. So I will leave her channel link below and her, if I remember, her introduction video. But this was a project that was oh yeah, also if anyone wants to join in, please do. I didn't create this, but I'm just saying you can join, anyone can join. But this project was created by Jessica Lee for Misty, who's Misty Pans, because Misty wanted a project where you pan old and new items at the same time. And Jessica thought of the old new. Is there already a stain on my shirt? Sorry, I just noticed that. That's annoying because that must be like a grease stain because I haven't like had anything to eat or drink today. Anyway, she thought of the wedding saying old new borrowed blue, but she changed borrowed to gifted because that's more common and a lot more sanitary to have gifted beauty products rather than borrowed. I would be very interested to hear if anyone has ever had any borrowed makeup or beauty products. Anyway, the general rules, and again, this is from like maybe 4 years ago. The general rules are post on the 24th, but I'm very bad about that, always have been. And it's kind of just rolling style. You can set any goal for any product, and yeah, just keep going until forever. And I just sneezed, so if I sound weird, it's because I can't blow my nose because I literally just painted my nails right before I started this video, like I always do, because I always forget to paint my nails till I get to the update and I'm like, oh shoot. I just did it anyway and it ruined my nails because that was driving me bonkers. But that brings me to my first item, which is a nail polish, and this is the NYX Girls Nail Polish. I bet you've probably never seen this before in your life. I got this from a beauty supply store maybe like 15 years ago. But this is in the shade Pure Green, and yeah, my goal is to finish this. Even though I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my nails that I like completely just mangled. I usually have been the past few years focusing on glitter polishes, but I wanted to pan this one because not only do I kind of not like it, so I wanted to get it out of my collection, and I thought summer would be the best time to do that because it's more of a brighter color. But also I do not like this nail polish on its own, and I also don't like the glitter polish that I'm currently panning on its own either. But when I wear them together, which is what I'm doing now, I love the combination. So I kind of just want to finish this one, or I'm going to be using it anyway to pair with that other polish, so I thought I'd just throw it in this project to finish. And also I didn't want to throw glitter polish in to compete with the other glitter polish. Anyway, my goal is to finish this one, and currently I'm right here. Now that line that I drew is very thick, it's almost like a block, but basically I'm in between these two words right here. I'm basically like, sorry if you heard my wrist crack, I'm in basically the middle of the bottle. I really was trying to finish this and the other polish before I moved, because I'm planning on moving sometime around the end of August. I really don't think that's going to happen. Never say never. I've been listening to that song a lot. I like rediscovered it now. I can't stop listening to it. But we'll just see. Maybe by next update, you never know, because you know I can be painting my toes as well with this one. I don't like putting glitter on my toes, but I can definitely use this one on my toes, so maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. And if I didn't say, that was my old item, and my new item or items is always like some sort of eyeshadow that I need to use. And this past month it was my Dose of Colors like single individual shadows, because I had I think 10 of them, and I had only ever used one of them. So the one that I have a lot of use on was I did not put in this project, but the other 9 I wanted to use all of them at least once, and I did exactly that. I'm wearing the last one on my eyes today. I did top it with my like iridescent yellow highlighter that's also in my inner corners and on my cheeks, but yeah, I'm wearing one of them today, and that one is the shade Night Sky, which is almost like a teal. It definitely looks more teal in my eyes now because I topped it with that yellow, but I would say, especially compared to like the like jewel tone blue that I have in here, this is more, I don't know why I'm talking about this one specifically, but this one is more of like, as you can see, a warmer blue, and this one is actually still like relatively fresh, like it's not all dried out. Most of the ones that I have are, but this is also one that I bought I think just in 2024. The others are from like 2022 and 2023, I think. I'm not gonna swatch most of these, I'll get to that later, so I'll just open these up and show you. Basically, long story short, I'm decluttering 2 of them and I'll tell you those at the end, but yeah, I think my main idea going into this is that I knew that these all had the potential to have already gone bad, because even I think a few years ago, I had tried one and it had already just like completely dried up and there was like basically no color payoff, and I thought, well, by now I'm sure at least a few others have already done that, so I kind of just wanted to use these each mostly just to kind of reevaluate them, especially since I'm moving soon and I always try to do a big declutter before I move. This move is probably going to be the smallest declutter because I moved twice last year and I did like a big purge. But anyway, I don't like hauling basically trash with me. I feel like it sets a bad tone for a new space. But the ones that I'm keeping are, some of these like are kind of dry, but like they came dry. I think it was just like a dry formula, like one of those topper kind of like ethereal formulas. I can't get this open without using my nails. This one is, I think, the one of the only 2 others that's like not a dry formula. This one is Hot Mesh and this is more of like a purple. The other like creamy one that I'm struggling to get open is called Olive You, which is basically like almost like a cool toned olive, and then I have a warm tone olive, kind of like grungy green, which is called Jackpot. I love this one. This one is so pretty. This one is called Double Take, which I will admit I did almost want to declutter this one and another one that's like another just purple tone but more of the dry formula, because it did take me like a few, and in fact I think I did get a little bit of hard pan. It did take me a few layers to actually build up the color. It kind of just wasn't showing that well, and I did get a tiny bit of creasing on my eyelids, but I wasn't using eyeshadow primer, so I can always try these again with eyeshadow primer or like on top of an eyeshadow stick. But I decided to keep this because I really, once I like finally got it to like the opacity that I wanted, I thought it was really beautiful, so I'm gonna keep them for now. This was the other one that I was potentially gonna declutter, Wild and Free. I think it's just because like this one, the Double Take one, and then Hot Mesh, they're all just like almost the exact same tone of like cool tone purple with like silver sparkles. So I have basically 3 of almost the exact same shade, but I'm still gonna keep all of them. And then finally I have Reflection, which is also one of my newer ones, and this is what it looks like. This was actually, I think, the first one that I used and I really liked it. Like, I was surprised by how much I liked it. It was really pretty. It's kind of like a dingy pewter, I don't know. The 2 that I am getting rid of though are both of the jewel tones, which ended up not surprising me in the end, because I always say that like my fantasy self wears jewel tones all the time because I think they're so beautiful and striking and they just are stunning when they work on people, and I wanted that to be me. So I have a lot of jewel tone makeup, but it just does not work with my skin. I think like anyone can wear any makeup that they want, but it's not flattering on me and I don't like the way I look in it. So I'm choosing to be honest with myself and declutter stuff that is just not working for me. So the first one is Leave Me Alone, which is a green, and I'll just swatch this. I haven't like washed my hands since painting my nails, so I don't want to swatch the other ones, but I'm gonna declutter this one anyway, so I'll just swatch it. This is what it looks like, and it's so pretty. It's like a black base, so I think if I put it on top of a black like eyeshadow primer or black eyeshadow, it would really pop. But it just did not look good as a one and done, and also just didn't really look good on me anyway. And then the shade I Need Space, which is the blue, this is what it looks like in the pan. And yeah, this one I like really struggled with. I like, okay, before I get ahead of myself, that's what I Need Space looks like. Again, super pretty when you swatch it, but it's just too much of a black base and jewel tones to look good on me. And then I just had really horrible luck the day I was wearing, see, it looks so pretty when they're swatched on my fingers. The day I was wearing Leave Me Alone was, okay, I'm not gonna go into a whole story because I talked about it in my Get Ready With Me, but I went to the vet and I was wearing that shade and my makeup looked absolutely terrible because I like had sweat it all off and it was all smudged, and now I just have a bad connotation with that shade. So I'm officially decluttering these two, which I'm totally okay with, to be honest. So now, including the one that was not rolled into this project, I only have 10 of I have 10 of these singles, but I actually like all of the singles that I have, so I'm very happy about that. The next item, it's gone. It was my, I think it was Cetaphil like mini face wash. I rolled that in 2 updates ago, and then I brought it with me traveling and I forgot it at the first location. And yeah, I just left it there and I kept it in last update because I was like, oh yeah, I'll be going back soon, so I'm just gonna get it when I'm there and then I'll like finish it by this update. I did not end up going back there, so that's just gone. So I'm rolling it out of this project, and I'll replace it with something else. But moving on to my blue item, which was this La Roche-Posay, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly either, but this is the mini like hyaluronic acid serum basically, and it has like, that counts because it's blue writing on it. Yeah, I finished this. This was very easy to use because it was tiny. That's all I have to say about that. And then moving on to my roll-ins. So everything except for my old item needs to be replaced. So for my new, I'm gonna continue this like single eyeshadow journey that I'm going on. If you saw my makeup recap for Q2, you'll know that I purchased a lot of eyeshadow sticks, including all 5 of the Dose of Colors eyeshadow sticks, but I also have more that are unused that I purchased last year, and those would be, last year I purchased all of the like special edition Fenty eyeshadow sticks, like the extra glittery ones. I did use one of them in a Get Ready With Me, but then the other 2 kind of just sat around, and sorry if you heard my stomach growl, the other 2 just sat around. So these are the Fenty Beauty Shadow Sticks Diamonds, and this one is, well, the white one, which is How Many Carats, so I guess the same as the highlighter. And then this one is in the shade Miss Prissy, which is a purple one. Okay, I just ran out of storage again, so I had to delete some stuff. I've literally deleted like almost my entire life off this phone. The like iOS system is literally taking like 35 gigabytes of storage. Like how, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, I also have these, they're not like old, but I've had them for at least a year now, I would say, and I haven't used them. These are the Bobbi Brown dual-ended eyeshadow sticks, and I have the one in golden pink and taupe, and then I have the one in rusted pink and cinnamon. This one specifically I should not have bought because I got this because I was always like at a certain point, and I think like maybe 2015, I'm assuming. I was always bringing these two eyeshadow sticks. One was cinnamon from Bobbi Brown, and then the other one was basically the exact same shade as Rusted Pink. It was like a warm toned like rose gold, and I would always use them together. And then I saw these, and I'm assuming these must have been on sale, otherwise I don't know if I would have gotten them, but I saw these eyeshadow sticks on sale and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect for travel, because now I can just bring one eyeshadow stick instead of two, as if an eyeshadow stick takes up so much space in my makeup bag. Now I literally just have double of something that I only use when traveling. So I should not, basically I should not have bought either of these, because this one also was like just a matte brown and a like shimmery topper or like eyeshadow stick. So like this would also in theory be nice for travel, but like how often am I traveling that I need both of these? Like it's just, anyway, I need to use these. And then as far as like recent purchases, like I said, I have the 5 Dose of Colors eyeshadow sticks, and I'll just tell you the shades. I have Frost, Stardust, Twinkle, Sunset, and Icy. I have all of them. And then I have this KVD eyeshadow stick in the shade Dusk Rush, which I'm so excited to use this one because it's so pretty, and I already love Tornado Haze. So yeah, my goal is to use all of these at least once, which probably will only be once because I'm panning so much stuff. But yeah, I just want to use them and get to know them and actually like use the products I have. So that's what I'm rolling in for new this month, and I'm sure I will definitely have that rolled out by next update. For my gifted and blue items, they're both like mini skincare, but especially this one I've had for way too long. I've had it for probably like 2 years now. My gifted item is my Elizabeth Arden hyaluronic acid ceramide capsules. So it's just like basically pre-portioned hyaluronic acid serum, and I don't really know why anyone would need them pre-portioned, but I got this as usual in like an Ulta gift with purchase where they just give you random stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to finish these. I think there are like 10 in here. Oh, there's 7 in here, random. I guess I'll just use these for a week. For my blue item, another La Roche-Posay mini serum, because it again has blue writing on it, so I'm counting it. This is the dark spot corrector serum, and it has niacinamide in it. So oh, thermal spring water. Okay, I don't know what that is. Like, what makes it thermal? Anyway, I'm gonna try to use both of those up. I definitely will. Like, they'll both be rolled out next time, unless I lose them at someone's house. But yeah, that will be it for this video. I need to cut it before I run out of storage again. So yeah, I will see you in my next update. Maybe, you never know. If I really just push with this nail polish, maybe I'll have a complete refresh, but we'll just see. Until then, I hope you have the nail polish just fell. I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.